All right, guys, I'm still getting used to doing this. So, today I'm going to do something special. I'm going to do Arati. All right, so it's the Sandhya time. I'm just going to share with you the way I do Arati. All right, I tried when I was, of course, I'm initiated in the Bhaktivinoda Thakur Parivar. Ah, one of these days, my technological situation will improve. And then I won't have to spend half my time trying to figure out what it is I'm doing. I'll be able to concentrate on my message. But for now, I have no message. I'm just going to do arati. So this is the arati in the traditional sampradaya. It's not the Bhakti Vinod Parivar way of doing it. So in the Gaudiya Math and at Bhakti Vinod, I took initiation from Lalita Prasad Thakur. So actually, Lalita Prasad Thakur's program is not all that different from the Gaudiya Math. In many ways, they have the same kind of reverence for Bhakti Vinod Thakur, even though in this particular case, Lalita Prasad Thakur was a direct initiated disciple of Bhaktivinoda and presented himself as such. And that was one of these points of disagreement. But at any rate, when I left the Gaudiya Math, when I left ISKCON in order to take shelter of Lalita Prasad Thakur, then one of my strong motivations, of course, was to reconnect with the Sampradaya and to reconnect with what was there, what was the environment in which Bhaktivinoda Thakur himself had appeared, right? So to understand his environment and of course his life and his relationship with his guru and how that works, how does that, what is the pramana for a relationship with a guru? So all these things became very important. So Bipin Bihari Goswami's guru, he was Bhaktivinoda Thakur's guru, and although I'm sure that he, encouraged the singing of Bhaktivinoda Thakur's songs, he at the same time belongs to an older tradition with its particular traditions surrounding the family of Ramchandra Goswami, descending the line that descends from Janava Mata. So they have that tradition. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur is kind of a step away from that in some sense because he represents a new way of looking at things, a more modern way of looking at things, let's say. And he also just kind of invented new ways for preaching and so on that were not in the vocabulary of the Gosais. He was Vipin Bihari Goswami was a Bhagavat speaker. And he was very famous. He gave at the Burunford in the Verdaman Palace. He was supported by the king. So he had a good reputation. That's the way he made his living. But at the end, Bhaktivinoda Thakur was his disciple. So what does a guru do when he has an illustrious disciple? In some cases, he becomes beholden to that disciple, like that the disciple is the one, because he is your disciple, therefore you have pratishtha. So, that kind of puts you in a delicate bind with your disciple. So at any rate, but Bhaktivinoda Thakur, at least from what we can see, was invariably polite towards his guru. So I thought, at least at any rate, I thought that I didn't really want to separate myself so radically from Vipin Bihari Goswami. I wanted to connect with his world as well. I thought that it was improper for me not to connect with that world. If I was going to respect Bhaktivinoda Thakur in whatever way, right, I can't just deny that whole aspect of his spiritual life. They were working together for years and years. They published magazines together. They published books together. They did all kinds of stuff. Even the building of Navadvip, that was also the Mayapur birthplace. He was participating in that also. in the beginning. It's only when things started to change that it became a problem. At any rate, so in my search, in my personal search for authenticity, to find out the real Gaudiya Vaishnavism, to try to understand half anthropologically and half as a participant, right? A participant observer for many years. and never still, one has to be one's own authentic self, right? So my point was that I'm going to do the kirtans that are prevalent in the sampradaya outside of the Bhaktivinoda tradition, whether it's the Bhaktivinoda Goshiti started by Lalita Prasad Thakur, or whether it's the Gaudiya Math and its offshoots, which were started by Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, by Bhaktivinoda Thakur's two sons. So, how does this work now? What's this thing look like? Jai Radhe Shyam. Okay, well, I can't see that. Let me just have one look. All right, well, something I can see. If I go this side, I think. I come here. Let's see myself. All right. Anyway, I'm over here. That's the best place. I'm sorry. There we go. That's great. This is terrific. Okay. I'm going to start. I will tell you something, my friends. Deity worship has not been my strong point. This is something that I am desperately trying to incorporate into my spiritual life. In order to give structure to my spiritual life, to make it Krishna-centered, to do something that I should have done, well, at least during the time of my householder life. Number one, householders, you have your Thakur, even if it's just a piece of stone like Giridhari. I've had Giridhari now for a considerable time. He was given to me by a Brahmin, a very colorful Brahmin. Shambhulal Goshal. He was a Vaishnava householder and a real character, and a little bit louche, as they say. He had a little bit of affection for young boys. Not children, but teenagers coming to manhood, that kind of thing. At any rate, he was always doing things like Purascharan, I guess to get over his sins or whatever it was. I went to his house once. I was just past Srikanda. Anyway, it was a very interesting intersection there with that Shambhulal Gosal, and he gave me this Giridhari. He actually gave it to Madhusudan and me. In those days, I was with Madhusudan Das. So Madhusudan and I, we both took initiation from Lalita Prasad Thakur, and for a period of a couple of years, we were living in one house there in Navadvip city. And then he ended up getting tossed out of India. And ever since then, he's had difficulty with getting back into India and so on. But at any rate, for a couple of years there, we spent a lot of time together. And I still consider him a friend, even though his life has changed considerably. At any rate, I'm going to do the kirtan. This is I wanted to say I was talking about deity worship and the importance of deity worship, but I'll do that some other time. Or maybe I won't, maybe I won't. But today it's demonstration time, my friends. It's going to be just doing Arati in a makeshift way. The thing is, if it's a makeshift way, it's still better than nothing. You slowly develop. One moment, please. Hare Krishna, it becomes a shtick. Well, this is obviously part of the trouble. I really, they're trying to do anything like this is really crazy. But on we progress. Maybe I'll just try to see if I can cut the tape in half like that. Bale Gaura Chandra Arati Boni Baje Sankirtane Sumadhura Dhani Shankha Baje Ghanta baje baje kartala madhura mridanga baje paramarasala bibidha kusuma gole Boni Bonamara Shatan Koti Chandajini Bodana Ujala Brahma Adideva Jako Kor Jor Tori Sahasra Badana Poni Shire Chatradari Shiva Shukanarada Jagavisari Nahi Paratoro Bhava Vibhore Srinivasa Hori Dasa Mangala Gawe Narahari Gadadhara Chamara Dhulawe Dila Balabhadan Shri Gaura Charaniya Jagabhori Mahima Prakasa Jaya Jaya Radhe Ji ko Sharan Tohari Ai Chana Arati Jambari Hari जाऊं बलिहारी देश बनावलो प्रिय सहचरी रतन सिंहासने बैठल गोई वरदान खचित मुनि माणिक्य मोती झलमलयाभरण प्रति अंगे ज्योति आवेश बहुत की गान दे करताली आरती करतहि ललिता प्यारी नव बधुगना मंगल गावे प्रिया नव सखी गान चामर दुलावे श्रीराधा पद पंकज बकतहि आशा दास मनोहर करत बरसा अर्थ संताप सकल जन्म को निकट चल पजाम काल की शुभ आरती किए जय जय मदन गोपाल की गोवित रचित कर्पूरक बाटी झलकत कांचन थाल की शुभ आरती किए जय जय मदन गोपाल की चंद्र कोटि कोटि भानु कोटि छवि मुख शोभानंद दुलाल की चरण कमल पर नूपुर बाजे उरे डोले वही जयंती माल की शुभा आरती किए जय जय मदन गोपाल की मयूर चरण कमल पर नूपुर बाजे ओरे डोले वही जयंती माल की मयूर मुकुट पीताम्बर शोभे पाद तो वेणुरसाल की शुभ आरती किए जय जय मदन गोपाल की Sundara Lola Kapolana Kiye Sabhi Madanira Tata Madana Gopalaki Sundara Lola Kapila Kapolana Kiye Sabhi Sundarananda Duralaki Toramuyinara Galakaratari Arati Vakata Vatsala Pratipalaki Ashubha Arati Kiye Jai Jai Madana Gopalaki Baje Ghanta Chala Agnidanga Jajari Baje Ghanta Chala Agnidanga Jajari Anjali Kusuma Gulalaki Shubhayarati Kiye Jai Jai Madana Gopalaki Bali Bali Raghunath Das Goswami Mohana Gokula Lalaki Madana Gopal Jai Jai Shri Jasoda Dulalaki Jasoda Dulal Jai Jai Nanda Dulalaki Nanda Dulal Jai Jai Giridhari Lalaki Giridhari Lal Jai Jai Govinda Gopalaki Govinda Gopal Jai Jai Sri Gaura Gopalaki Gaura Gopal Jai Jai Shachira Dulalaki Shachira Dulal Jai Jai Nitai Dayalaki Nitai Dayal Jai Jai Advaita Dayalaki Advaita Dayal Jai Jai Gadadhar Lalaki Gadadhar Lal Jai Jai Srivasa Dayalaki Srivasa Dayal Jai Jai Bhakta Vrinda Lalaki Bhakta Vrinda Lal Jai Jai Shri Guru Dayalaki Parama Karun Prema Data Shri Guru Dayalaki Parama Karun Parama Karuna Parama Karuna Parama Karuna Shri Guru Dayalaki Shubhayarati Kiye Jai Jai Madana Gopal Ki Hare Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaur Hari Bol, Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Well, generally speaking, I don't turn the lights on, but I don't have any other system. See this, this whole thing is actually going to be useless because I can't cut it. I can't edit it. I got to learn how to edit these things. This would be, this is obviously when it needs to be edited. Right. So I'm going to just go through the rest of it. Right. So we start with the Jaya Dhvani. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. That's actually the morning tune. Right. But anyway, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Nitai go, Nitai go, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai go, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Gaur Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Gaur Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Jai Jai Sri Sandhya Arati ki Jai. Jai Jai Sri Giridhari Gokulananda Lal ki Jai Jai Sri Guru Parampara ki Jai 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 Nitya Lila Pravishta Sila Gurudev Lalita Prasad Thakur Prabhupada ki Jai 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 Parama Gurudev Nitya Lila Pravishta Om Vishnupada Paramahamsa Satchidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur ki Jai 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 Sri Parat Paragurudeva Sri Vipina Bihari Goswami Prabhupada ki Jai 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 Sri Sri Yageshwara Goswami ki Jai 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 Gunamanjari Goswami ki Jai 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 Ramamani Goswami ki Jai 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 Sri Maheshwari Goswami ki Jai 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 Sri Dayaram Goswami ki Jai 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 Rajeshwara Goswami ki Jai 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 Rajavallabha Goswami ki Jai 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 Sri Ramachandra Goswami ki Jai 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 Sri Nityananda Shakti Jaganmata Sri Janava Devi ki Jai 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 Sri Vamshivadananda Thakur ki Jai 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 Gaura Vishnu Priya ki Jai 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 Mahaprabhu ki Jai 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 Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki Jai 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 Sri Sri Antadip Mayapur Sivantadip Godrumdip Madhyadip Koladip Ritudip Jahnudip Modadrumdip Rudradip Atmakanavadip Dham ki Jai 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 Jagannath Mishra Bhavan Jogapita जन्मस्थान की जय 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 शिवा संगम की जय 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 महाप्रभु मंदिर की जय धामेश्वर महाप्रभु की जय 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 शिवा संगम की जय 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 श्री गौरमंडल हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय 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 जुग धर्म हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय 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 सोलन नाम 32 अक्षर हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र की जय 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 हरिदास ठाकुर की जय नामाचार्य हरिदास ठाकुर की जय 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 गौरमंडल की जय 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 श्री गौरमंडल वैष्णव वृंद की जय 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 श्री वीरनगर द्वादश उला वीरनगर द्वादश मंदिर की जय 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 श्री भक्ति विनोद गोष्ठी की जय 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 श्री भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर जन्म बीटा की जय 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 श्री जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय 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 जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा की जय 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 श्री श्री गुंडीचा मंदिर की जय इंद्रद्युम्न सरोवर की जय जगन्नाथ वल्लभ उद्यान की जय 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 अरुण स्तंभ की जय गरुड़ स्तंभ की जय 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 लक्ष्मी देवी की जय 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 विमला देवी की जय जय मुक्ति मंडप की जय 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 महाप्रभु चरण चिन्ह की जय 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 गंभीर राधाकांत मौत की जय 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 श्वेत गंग की जय 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 वैष्णव वासुदेव सार्वभौम भट्टाचार्य की जय 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 श्री श्री गंगा माता गोस्वामी की जय 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 सिद्ध बकुल की जय 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 श्री स्वर्ग द्वार की जय चक्र तीर्थ की जय 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 सात सन्मत की जय 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 श्री भक्तिनाथ ठाकुर भजन कुटीर की जय हरिदास ठाकुर समाधि की जय 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 जम टोटा की जय 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 टोटा गोपीनाथ की जय 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 श्री जमेश्वर महादेव की जय 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 जगन्नाथ क्षेत्र वासीगण की जय जगन्नाथ देव सेवक गण की जय 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 श्री वृंदावन धाम की जय श्री वृंदावन धाम की जय जमुना देवी की जय श्री वृंदा देवी की जय श्री भक्ति देवी की जय श्री तुलसी देवी की जय 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 पंचकोशी परिक्रमा मार्ग की जय केशी घाट वंशी वट की जय 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 Damavasacharya Sila Prabodhananda Saraswati Thakur ki jai. Jai Jai Saptadevale ki jai. Jai Jai Sri Rupa Goswami Pran Sri Radha Govinda ki jai. Jai Jai Sanatana Goswami Pran Sri Radha Madana Mohan ki jai. Jai Jai Sri Sri Raguna Madhu Pandita Pran Sri Radha Gopinath ki jai. Jai Jai Sri Jiva Goswami Pran Sri Radha Damodar ki jai. Jai Jai Sri Gopal Bhatta Goswami Pran Sri Radha Raman ki jai. Jai Jai Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur Pran Sri Radha Gokulanand ki jai. Jai Jai Sri Shyamananda Pran Sri Radha Shyam Sundar ki jai. Jai Jai Sri Harivangsha Pran Sri Radha Vallabh ki jai. Jai Jai Haridas Swami Pran Sri Baki Bihari ki jai. Jai Jai Baki Bihari ki jai. Sri Kunja Bihari ki jai. Jai Jai Sri Jiva Institute ki jai. Jai Jai Satyanarayana Das Babaji Maharaj ki jai. Jai Jai Gopishwar Mahadev ki jai. Katyayani Devi ki jai. Jai Jai Sri Sri Radha Kund Giri Govardhan ki jai. Shyama Kund Radha Kund Giri Govardhan ki jai. Jai Jai Govardhan Saptakosi Parikrama Marga ki jai. Jai Jai Govinda Kund ki jai. Jai Jai Putri Lota ki jai. Jai Jai Apsara Kund ki jai. Jai Jai Parsoli Gaon ki jai. Jai Jai Sri Jai Jai Putri Lota ki jai. Jai Jai Jatipura ki jai. Jai Jai Sri Rudra Kund ki jai. Sankarshan Kund ki jai. Jai Jai Manasa Ganga ki jai. Manasa Ganga ki Mukaravind ki jai. Jai Jai Sidana Ghati ki jai. Jai Jai Chakreshwar Mahadev ki jai. Jai Jai Sri Radha Kundavasi Gana ki jai. Radha Kund Vajnanandi Vaishnava Gana ki jai. Mahanta Sri Anantadas Pandit Maharaj ki jai. Jai Jai Barsana Dham ki jai. Barsana Dham Lal Mandir ki jai. Jai Jai Sri Sri Gahvaravan ki jai. Jai Jai Sri Man Mandir ki jai. Jai Jai Ramesh Baba ki jai. Jai Jai Pili Pokra ki jai. Jai Jai Vinod Bihari Babaji Maharaj ki jai. Jai Jai Sri Ashtasaki ki jai. Sri Ashtamanjari ki jai. Jai Jai Sri Chaurasi Ko Savraj Mandal ki jai. Chaurasi Ko Savraj Mandal ki jai. Chaurasi Ko Savraj Mandal ke samasta Vaishnava Gana ki jai. Bhajananandi ki jai. Jai Jai Santan ki jai. Goswamiyon ki jai. Thakur Sevan ki jai. Savai ke Brajvasiyon ki jai. Jai Jai Sri Sri Rupa Sanatana Jai Rupa Sanatana Bhatta Raghunath Sri Jiva Gopala Bhatta Das Raghunath Echoy Gosai Rakori Charana Bandhan Jahan hoite Vigna Nash Abhishta Puran. Jai Jai Sri Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Prabhupada ki jai. Jai Jai Narottam Das Thakur Mahashaya Sri Vasacharya Shyamananda Prabhu Tin Prabhu ki jai. Jai Jai Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur ki jai. Jai Jai Baladeva Vidya Bhushan ki jai. Jai Jai Sri Siddha Krishna Das Babaji Maharaj ki jai. Jai Jai Siddha Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj ki jai. Jai Jai Siddhanta Saraswati ki jai. Jai Jai Sri Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Jai Jai Sava Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Jai Gaur Nitai Gaur Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. Jai Jai Sri Radhe Jai Jai Sri Radhe Jai Jai Sri Radhe All right. That's the usual evening program. Okay, I'm going to start the class now.